And that's a nice morning to wake up to. Look at that. A little cloudy, but it's nice. Sun. That's what we want at this time of the season. Not that rain that we got yesterday. Welcome to Joseph's Daily Vlog. And today is the day after Easter. So today is going to be a little bit slow. But, you know, with all the craziness we was doing for the last 2 days, my birthday, then Easter, and whatever we did the day before, it's time for a downer. Not that kind of downer, but a downer, slower paced day. Today, me and Pam, we're going to venture out to the grocery store or the local convenience store because today is the day after Easter, and if anybody knows what that means that the candy is half off. Oh, look, we got a cow. We got a cow. We got a cow. We got two cows. Two cows. Look at that one. Trying to get the reflection. That one. Yep. Look with them. They're looking for breakfast already this early in the morning. Back to what I was saying. Candy will be half off in the stores today, so we gotta get there a little bit early, not too early because I'm just getting up. Why not? I didn't just get up. I got about an hour ago, almost an hour and a half ago. It is almost 9. But we're gonna get some candy. I'm gonna try to get some candy, not for myself because I got a lot. I'm gonna get some from my brother since I didn't get him any due to financial things I'm going through right now, and they are. And I'm going to get Pam candy because, yes, I didn't get her candy for Easter. She got me the basket and the Easter egg hunt and all that, so she does deserve something. So I figured, you know, today she didn't mind. She don't care if it's the day after. We're not kids, so I'm going to try to get her some candy and my brother some candy if the stores have anything. Other than that today, I think we're gonna have more of a slower paced day. Not that much we're doing, but I figured I'd throw out a vlog because, you know, I just put in 2 vlogs. It's been a week since I did the last one. And I was hoping to fly the drone outside, or the quadcopter. I don't know what you call it because some people don't like it being called drone, and I, you know, just call it both. So occasionally you'll hear me say drone or quadcopter. So just putting that out there. I was going to try it outside. I was going to yesterday, but the wind was so vicious, bringing in that storm that we got. I couldn't. And today was supposed to be about 10 miles per hour wind. But what I do is I go by the tops of the trees. If the tops of the trees are swaying back and forth, then the quadcopter will definitely go back and forth within the wind uncontrollably because of it being so light. And I did want to try it out because I wanted to capture it on vlog the first time of me flying a quadcopter outside. I did fly it once the day I got it indoors, but due to being a close quarters, that's the word I wanted to use, not close. It was not really stabilized due to the air going around the room from the propellers, and it was not really that stable and floating in, you know, the way it should. So I'm hoping outside it might be a lot better because there's more open space and the air that goes around the propellers will, you know, not circle around the room and make the thing go kind of nuts. So I'm hoping maybe later, you know, never know, but right now I can't really show you because the camera is not picking it up, but it is really swaying back and forth the wind, and I did want to try to get some cool shots due to I never used a quadcopter before, and I want to implement some footage into the vlogs and for my own personal viewing too, because I've never did such a thing. So stay tuned and see what happens, because even I don't know. I'm doing a very thorough clean of the PlayStation 4. As you can see, there's parts scattered all over the place, dust everywhere because I'm getting to places I never did before. This is the main component. I am going to cut out a square of this size right here through the plastic. This definitely voids the warranty, just saying that. But I'm going to cut a square exactly this cup holder size, or right, it's a coaster size, right where the fan is, and then go to my hardware store if they have it, and put a screen, and then screw a screen in, and get 4 little feet if they have to raise it up so it can have a better intake of air. I'm going to give it a thorough clean because this was the undercarriage of the part I've never cleaned, and it's got some dust built up. It was a lot more than what I filmed now, and that's what's going on right now. when I took the plate out, right, even though I use compressed air all the time, I still have buildup of dirt right in the heatsink, and this right here was lodged right about there. I mean, this is so thick and so, like, I can't even rip it with my hands. It's so thick. And the compressed air couldn't even take that out. And now I'm going to get this with all compressed air too. And then clean this out too. But yeah, I just got to remember what connectors to put it back. I think I have it all in my head figured out. But let me clean this up and get it back together. Well, it's back together for the most part, except for this one last piece. This one last piece. Now, you may look, why do I have Scotch tape on this? And the real reason is because the Wi-Fi wire broke off, not today, a while ago. And I want to get a new piece. I can buy this piece off the internet. I don't have the funds right now to get it, so for the most part, I just taped the wire to it. I could solder it again, really, I could. But I don't feel like doing that today due to I already did what I did. And the reason why I didn't put the top on yet was because I made an outline of a square, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my hardware store and see they have a screen. A really fine looking screen that I could either, I don't want to glue, I really want to just screw it. So I want something a little bit bigger than this. I'm going to use measurements and measure this exact square out. Or just take the coaster with me and say I want something that square length or a little bit bigger if they have, and I want to put it over this, a little bit over it, and then have 4 screws to hold it in place. But I want it really fine because it's going to expose this whole corner of the fan so it could suck in more air freely without going through the whole little holes in the sides, and it won't collect dust. The dust will actually collect in the front of the screen here, which I could wipe right off with a rag. Then I'm going to ask them if they have little adhesive, like rubbers, like feet. Because due to this system, it sucks to buy them. I have to admit it does. PS3 was better. It had little feet on it. This has these 2 little rubber thingies, and that's it. And most part, it lays flat on whatever surface you put it on. And the bottom gets really hot due to the fan is on the bottom. So if I have little feet, at least about 1 inch, not even, maybe 1 inch high, little rubber feet, stick them, it'll rise it, and with this screen, air would just suck right underneath. Like what we used to do with the PS3. Chloe, you did not know this. But with the PS3, I put on the Pepsi bottle caps underneath it. But did it here, it would slide more. I mean, yeah, I can do it with this, but it would slide more due to the surface. It's more slippery. But we're going to put it back on for now, test it out, see if it all works well and all. And when I go down street to see if they have this, I'll come back and I'll take the back right off and then use a really sharp razor, box cutter, and then just cut this out. I already made much of an indent right there. So, and they do have it, I think. I'm going to have to get something like a door screen or something of that nature, and then have it here. I don't want the one that has stuff adhesive because that's like a stickiness, and I don't think it would work real well. I just want something that's metal mash, but really fine to catch dust. And I could screw. I have screws here, so I could just put like 4 screws in it, and then keep it in place. Well, let me put this back together, and then we'll try it out. Well, so far so good. I had it on for about 5 minutes, 4 minutes. I'm gonna put some Spotify on, listen to some music. So far it's running fine. It loaded up fine. No, nothing yet. Later on, I'll put a game on that usually makes the fan go high, like Mafia 3 or Uncharted. That's the one that makes it go high, fan like crazy. That game. I'll be definitely trying that out later. But right now, I'm gonna leave it run, play some music, and I'll let you know if I get that screen. I'll put that in and show you what it looks like after I'm done with that. So stay tuned. A couple of hours later, I put the little feet on. They had little feet, but they're white, so I guess it doesn't really matter. There's 4 of them on there, and I cut the square off. I don't know if you can see from underneath, but that's the underneath. I'm gonna do differently. That's the outside. I put a mash in the inside, and I put mash on the outside. But I'm gonna do differently. I'm probably not gonna have the outside one on to that much, because the inside one I'm gonna put hot glue around it, so no dust could get in. And maybe I'll tack the outside one on, but that's for the most part what it's gonna look like when it's completely done. Right now it's half done somewhat. The feet are actually cool looking because it does lift it up, giving it that air flow underneath. But yeah, for the most part, I played. Well, I wasn't saying Resident Evil. No, I played WWE 2K17, which used to get loud. It didn't. And I put on Grand Theft Auto, which used to be loud, and it didn't get loud neither. And I played it for a bit. Next, I'll try Uncharted, but I think it's pretty much cleaned out now. The only thing I need to get is some more of that thermo paste, maybe next month, and then put that on top of the CPU chip, because when the CPU chip gets hot, the heat transitions to the heating vents there, and then the fan cools it down. So I'm going to probably want to get that just to put more on it, or new, so it keeps the CPU chip, which runs the whole thing, that's the brain, not overheating. And Pam has the ham in the oven. I was going to say Ham has the Pam in the oven, but Pam has the ham in the oven. And we're going to have that for dinner because we have so much of that left over. So that's what's going on next. And then later, see what else is happening. See, I told you today was going to be a very unplanned day. And that was unplanned. The PlayStation. And it's dinner time. We're having some ham, leftover sweet potato, and some mashed potatoes. This time, instead of having the glaze, I'm going to go and have some yellow mustard to dip it in. Switch it up a little bit. Look at the mound of candy everywhere. We got Pam's candy. We got my Easter basket, which I haven't really gotten into that much today. And then today, Pam put together my brother's Easter basket. Yes, it's late, but you know what? Beggars can't be choosers, and at least he gets the Easter basket with some candy. It's late. The Easter bunny was late for my brother's Easter basket, but he's getting one. It's 10:38 at night, so I'm getting ready to wrap up today's vlog. And I just wanted to bring the camera a little close. Not close to me and you to get intimate, not that kind of close, but close to you, me, and the PS4. It's been running for about almost an hour, hour and a half now. And I'm going to put the camera right next to it. And you can't even hear it. And now, I was playing what in my book is the most infamous, I was going to say infamous game to make the fans go into supersonic jet mode, and that was the Uncharted game. And I played it for quite a bit, and the fans didn't kick on not one single bit. Now, I don't know if that was due to me taking that big giant piece of dirt out that I showed you earlier today, or the combination of doing that and modding the case to where it now has more of an open space where air can flow through freely. Wait, that's not even a word. More freely. There we go. So with that said, I think I might have done something. This definitely voids the warranty. So if anybody is looking to do anything regarding to what they watch, or they see my vlog, it definitely voids the warranty. Not just opening it, but putting a hole on the side of it. Yeah. My warranty was going to expire anyway soon, and I wasn't going to renew it because of me opening it multiple times, cleaning it. So I figured it's been 2 years over, 2 years now I think, that I had this. So I'm just keep prolonging the life right now this way. But as the day winds to an end again, and I was surprised with doing yet another challenge, I would say, because I've never taken apart a game system down to its motherboard. I was a little bit nervous doing it. I was a little bit nervous putting it back together. So with that said, this vlog is now over.